Solana is pumping as we start 2026, which isn't surprising after Solana had the most transactions in 2025 out of all the blockchains. And these factors have led smart money to flip bullish, betting on it to continue to rise. But what price targets do we have, and can we seriously entertain a $500 Solana? We are going to look at the charts. But first, this breaking news from today: banking behemoth Morgan Stanley filing for a Solana and Bitcoin ETF. And Morgan Stanley is one of the 3 largest investment firms by assets under management, and they are the world's largest wealth advisor with $8.2 trillion in assets under management. And they're launching their first ever crypto ETFs, and they're choosing Solana and Bitcoin to lead the way. But that's not even the most interesting part, because Morgan Stanley manages 20 ETFs, but mostly under different brands, not under the Morgan Stanley brand. These are only going to be the 3rd and 4th ETFs to bear the Morgan Stanley brand. Pretty remarkable, and I would agree. And these ETFs, Wall Street should like them, and they should like them a whole lot, because these trusts are going to have staking to earn rewards, which should accrete to the product's net asset value. Meaning, if you buy 50 Solana's worth of ETFs, you can see how much Solana's each ETF is worth. When you check back in a year, it should be 51 or 52. You should be earning interest, gaining Solana as your ETFs hopefully gain in value. But now to the Solana charts, and there's a couple things I want to show you. First thing I want to show you is the 200-week moving average. It is this blue line right here. Solana at this point was 200 weeks old, and we've came down and we tested it. We tested it in a pretty serious way, but now it looks like we're getting strong support. So the second time we're bouncing from this level, I think this is strong support so far. Next thing I want to show you are these white lines, and what do they mean? This is a rare signal. We pointed this out on the Cardano video, and now we're seeing it on the Solana video as well. And this is not something that happens a lot. It is a 3-day bull div, and you got to go early in Solana's history to see the first one. This is going to be Solana trading under $2. And if you look right here, you can see the price making a lower low, where the RSI made a higher low. This led to insane rally for Solana. After that first 3-day bull div, Solana would rally 40x, okay? You put in $1, you got $40 at the end of this period right here, 135 days later. A very bullish setup for there. But let's look at the other 2 3-day bull divs, and then we'll look at where we're at and, possible price target here. I'll tell you $500. Is it possible, in my opinion? This right here, another bull div, led to a very nice rally. And you see one right here, another bull div. And I wrote down rarely underpriced, because if you think about this, this is the oscillator saying, well, this coin is relatively undervalued, relatively overvalued. There's a lot of relative strength in this index here. Solana, rarely underpriced. You don't really get 3-day bull divs all that often. So when you see Solana on sale, treat it like it's Black Friday. But now let's talk about $500 Solana. I have 2 targets that kind of end up matching up. Number 1 was the Fibonacci levels. We looked at the Trump pump, November 24, December 24, which then led into the tariff lows. This is like Trump meme coin mania, tariff lows right here. I only look at Fibonacci's if they play out, if they're working. So if it's a broken structure, I don't really worry about it. This to me is not a broken structure. You see, flipping into support. Let's just start from the top. Nice rejection here. Hit the 786, clean rejection, came down. We go to the daily here so you can see even better. You see a nice little bit of support, then we lost that. Nice little bit of resistance, turned into, boom, we lose that. Nice little, again, resistance, losing support, turns into resistance. We lose support, turns into resistance, and now we are bucking against this right now. We're knocking on the door. So where's my target for 2026? I could see the 1618 playing out, and that is going to put us right around basically a meme coin price, $420 Solana. But let me show you one more metric here. I would say we're kind of similar. And that data point is Solana is in a symmetrical triangle, and symmetrical triangles have a classic target. The way you would measure this is you see the first time it touched the top, and it also touched the bottom, and then that would give you the target. And I'm not going to run this out so I could say, well, it touched the bottom right here. I would say this is mostly the cleaner structure. And so measuring this move right here, we would then have a breakout, presumably maybe, April, March. And that gives us a target right at $400. So is a $500 Solana possible? I think it is very doable, but I'm more looking at the $400 to $420 range for Solana in 2026. Let me know down below in the comment section, where do you think Solana is going to end up this year? Am I too bearish or am I too bullish? I'm DZ4 Discover Crypto, and I'll see you in your Solana bags at the top. I'm just trying to remind you to not sell your soul.